me something. Rambam means not only like a hospital. It's a medical center, it's a center of investigation, it's a light of investigation and science.
Yeah.
You were the director of the hospital and everything. Why is this called not just a hospital? We know hospitals and hospitals are hospitals. You go there when you are sick or when you have a problem. Why is Rambam not just a hospital?
Because of it first of all, it is an academic medical center. But there's another thing which is very unique. When the Faculty of Medicine was founded by Rambam physician, it was decided to be part of the Technion. As you know, Technion is a major engineering scientific institution in Israel, the top one, the MIT of Israel. And this combination between medicine and technology was really the concept that we were pushing forward for many years, that we should merge them together to actually make better treatment for medicine through innovation, through research, through education. So the research, education, and especially connection between medicine and engineer is so important. It's the alma mater of Rambam. I myself, as an MD, and an engineer, so I also share the same concept with that. I was initially a biomedical engineer at the Technion, so I could combine it. And we, for last, from the conception of this hospital and Faculty of Medicine, and throughout the last years, we really pushed very much for this idea that combining medicine and engineering and research for making it a better hospital. I think that's this is better treatment for our patients, but this is also discovering new therapies for the patients of the world. And there are many examples that came through Rambam in that direction. And I really believe that this makes a difference for a hospital. And for us, the association with the industry is very important. You create new companies, you have successes, you have exits, you have new valves, new stents, new devices that actually Israel...
Some of them you invited them, so for sure.
Yeah. So,
tell me something. You're talking about investigation, about working with the Technion, working with the community, working a lot of things that in the investigation. Tell me some things you discover that happens in the hospital that came to help all around the world. All the time we have in Diario, Judío, we have a section and we hear about cancer, pancreas, I don't know. Tell me, for you, what are the most important discoveries, let's say, that were developed here in this kind of hospital, academic?
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing is something that I developed, which is a stent.
Yes.
We developed one of the first stents in the world. It was at that time a bare metal stent without drugs, but it was in the last century. I think it was in 1989 that we started to develop. The idea was that, you know, the artery, that if you open it with the balloon,
yes,
sometimes it shrinks back again,
yes,
and you have no way to open it up. So let's push there, put a small mesh of metal in the arteries and help the blood to flow. Initially there was a lot of resistance among surgeons, among other physicians. They said, you're wasting patients, because if you put metal in an artery, it can clog, it can block. It's a foreign body.
Yes.
It took a lot of time to prove it, but again, I mean, I think our stent was sold to Medtronic. I myself used it as physician, and that was really my great pride, to be able to use the device that I developed in patients and see how it helps them.
How do you feel discovering or creating something in medicine that not only helped you, but it helps all the world, that it was created in Israel and it helps all the world? Now they use it all around the world, I think so.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
It feels great, it feels a lot of pride. But it's not only me, there are many others that did the same thing. Another thing is Biosense. It's a company that also came from Rambam, through Shlomo Ben Chaim and Professor Gepstein, that developed this new way of treating heart rhythm problems. Sometimes the heart beats in a very irregular way, so you have to treat it with electricity. And Biosense was the company that changed this field entirely. I was so proud when we visited ABC ABC Hospital today to see that they have this device and they use it in patients, so it's used all over the world. So this is things that come out of Israel. I myself had my own impact on this, but as a hospital, I pushed for other physicians younger than me to proceed along the same terms, and we have many examples. We have to stay here for a couple of days too.
Yes. Tell me something. You were talking about Mexico, that you saw things in here in Mexico. You are now in Mexico. We see the flags. We see. How can Mexico and Israel work together in this? What can every country benefit of each other? That can be that's some part of your work here in Mexico. How do you see it?
I think there is a huge opportunity for more collaboration in the medical field between Mexico and Israel in all kinds of things. First of all, in education, we suggested let's have exchange of doctors for a period of time so that they learn from each other new technologies. Then there may be programs for bringing new innovations into Mexico. There are many Israeli companies that develop innovations. At the initial phases, they are looking for clinical sites to do the initial studies. It helps the patients, it helps the hospital, it helps the companies itself. So, and that's another thing that we should develop this relationship. It's very important. I think these are the two major things, but we also discussed when I'm here meeting with friends and with colleagues. There are many.
And about Rambam, what else can Rambam, like a Rambam, give to Mexico, or what Mexican can benefit from all these things that happen in Rambam? The underground, we talk about the medicine, the tents, these discoveries, this investigation. Is there maybe sending Mexican doctors to Israel? I don't know. What else can help Rambam to Mexico?
Of course, we are very happy and very willing to accept medical doctors from Mexico to Rambam, to send doctors from Rambam to Mexico for a period of time to work together, to see how things are done. So I think these are the things that are easier, and I think that's something that we discussed with our colleagues here that we will do with Rambam, between Rambam and Mexican institutions.
And tell me something, you saw Mexico. Is there, or what did you find that can learn in Israel from Mexico? We have a different, I don't know, system. We have another kind of treatment for the patients. I will say it, more kindness with the patients. What can learn Rambam from Mexico, from what have you seen here?
Well, I think that there are lots of things to learn from Mexico. First of all, the food.
All right.
And you have to take the healthy part of the food, not just let it. But that's one. But we can learn about, I think that politeness, I think friendliness. I find here the people in Mexico extremely friendly and nice to each other. That's the impression that I got here. I didn't go all over Mexico, so I can't tell you all the stories. Israel, in terms of the medical system, Israel has a very well developed social system. Everybody is insured, everybody is covered for medicine. I think that's something that Mexico can learn from Israel. That's an issue in itself. But also in private medicine, we can do a lot of collaboration, because that's where a lot of innovations, new therapies, new ideas come into practice, and you need both sides to develop things along the way.
Welcome to Mexico. Thank you for this. We will be talking more about Rambam. We invite people to read everything that happened in Rambam. It's incredible, from things, I don't know, simple things that we think are simple, to things like these tents or the robots to operate at distance. That's something different also.
Yeah, I mean, operation from a distance is something that really is going to be in the future. Right now it's very limited. It's only, I would say, that to show that it's able to do. But with the internet and with all kinds of robots, you can do surgeries or interventions from a distance at a place where there are less doctors or less expertise. And this is now developing in several areas, both in surgery, both in neuro-interventions for stroke patients by a company that we developed again at Rambam. And it was done for coronary patients in India. So you see, these things are all over the world.
And it can be very useful in Mexico.
Very useful for Mexico, with so huge distances. And the lack of doctors in rural areas, remote rural areas. So that's the concept we can do. And today, by the way, in the era of digital health, a lot of therapies can be done over the distance. Through your iPhone, through the connection, through the internet connection. So I think the world is changing, and medicine is very fluent, and we can learn from each other.
And we will learn later, and we will talk later in another opportunity about artificial intelligence, because I'm sure you are doing it there, and we have to talk about it because it's going to be also part of the future. Instead of asking Dr. Rafi, we will be asking Rafi in our cell phone, what do we have?
Yeah, exactly. And the robot will say, the robot will see you now. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Thank you, Professor. Yes, it was very interesting, and I hope more people get engaged and want to see what can be the benefits of working together, Mexico and Israel, Rambam and the medicine in Mexico, because it's good for everybody.
Yeah, completely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.